All right, moving on in what seems to be the board game and video game queen, that is Margot Robbie. She is set to produce a film for Lionsgate, and the film that she is producing is the board game Monopoly. That's all we know. That's it.
Do not pass
James,
go.
do, do not pass go and do not go to jail. So, James, how is this going to work, and what are your thoughts on a Monopoly film?
Oh man, it feels like whenever we do podcasts, like every few weeks, I have to try and envision how a Margot Robbie produced film is going to look and feel. Like we've just done it with The Sims, and now we're doing it with the Monopoly. Can't wait to see what we're going to do next. I have no clue what it could be. As for Monopoly, actually, I'll start off. Margot Robbie and her production company, Lucky Chap, they really seem to be trying to leverage the magic that Barbie has created. You know, taking something a little bit more obscure and doing something really, really different with it, which was good. I think that was the right move to do with Barbie. I'm not the biggest fan of that movie, but I really loved the risk involved in that from a studio standpoint and what they could actually do with it. It just wasn't for me, that one. So, I mean, like, good on her for trying this. I would usually be quite resistant to these types of movies being announced. You know, if it was just like, oh, Warner Brothers is doing Monopoly or The Sims, I'd be like, that's dumb. Why would you make a movie about that? But knowing that Margot Robbie and her production company is behind this, it gives me a little bit of faith that something's going to be done with it. It's not just going to be something for the cash. They're going to be, you know, trying to make it something unique. I think Margot Robbie cares deeply about cinema and the state of it and wants to make movies that people can resonate with. I do get that kind of energy and vibe from her. So the fact that she's behind this is reassuring to me. But how can Monopoly work, man? Like, I tried to think about it, and I'm like, I have no clue. Like, sure, Dungeons and Dragons worked, but Dungeons and Dragons is also a narrative-based game. The characters, the real-life characters, play characters who go on a journey. Like, what are they going to do? Are they just going to run in a circle, pass and go? Like, I don't know how they can make that something. It's more mind-boggling than The Sims at this point. At least we got something to draw from The Sims at least. But this one is just, I don't know. I cannot give you an answer, man. I have no idea. I'd be really curious to hear your take to know how would they do this? How's it going to look? How's it going to play out? Any theories?
I have a few.
Oh.
I'm thinking that it's just a street. It's a massive street that goes in that, square. And it's the old Monopoly man. He'll be in there somewhere. And it's just literally people walking around in that square. And it'll be like individual tales. So, you have the blue houses, the brown houses, the yellows and the blue.
Oh, yeah.
Yellows and greens and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So there'll be like different characters set to each of that. And they'll all be like different genres. So, you'll have your poor in the browns and then your super wealthy in the blues.
Yeah.
And then, your meadows or in between.
Uh-huh.
And it'll just be like a massive, massive neighborhood of just people with different demographics intertwining with each other. Maybe the poor man wins wins lottos and buys out, what is it? Park Lane or something?
Mayfair.
And
Park Lane,
boom,
yeah.
rags to riches right there.
Wait, so who's the main character in that scenario? Would it be the Monopoly man or the old guy you just said?
Haven't thought that through yet. I'm waiting on more details from Margot Robbie. I'm just waiting for a
We all
call.
are.
Yeah. I got a few ideas I want to pitch to her, but yeah, at the end of the day, she approves it. But yeah, jokes aside, yeah. I genuinely think that that's how it could work. Otherwise, I have no idea how it's going to work other than something similar to Jumanji, where kids or family are playing Monopoly and somehow they get sucked into the game and the Monopoly man is there. I don't know.
That could be one. I mean, I thought like if they want to get really, really weird with it to the point where no one's probably going to see it, they could use the film as a critique on the real estate industry, on just how people invest too much and taking away that people to have homes, and they cause the housing market to skyrocket in price from those investors. It could be something like that. That would be I would watch that. And no one else would, but I would. I would love to see it go that direction.
That would just be, that's just, bro, all you need to do is just walk outside and walk down and Broom, you live in it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we live that experience every day. We don't need a movie for it. Yeah. But other than
You
that,
guys watching, how on earth do you think a Monopoly film is going to play out? Do you think it's going to go something like James or what I said or something different, an A hype or not? And if you were to roll and buy any place, which would it be on the board? Let us know in the comments, obviously.